Hi. Foreign domestic helpers are not a strange sight in Hong Kong. Many people who have travelled to the city but have never lived here would have seen many Filipino, Indonesian, and Southeast Asian women hanging out in public spaces on Sundays. For those who live here, foreign domestic helpers are a common part of the social fabric, as they are live-in workers who do the household chores, take care of the children, the elderly, and so on. They make possible for many Hong Kong households to be able to have dual income streams. Despite this, they can often be stereotyped in the local media as either victims or people who take advantage of their circumstances. For the majority of the time, these are false claims. And in this episode of our video cast, Together Apart, we will see how one woman rose above all challenges to tell us her journey as a domestic worker.
Since the 1970s, women from Southeast Asia have been coming to Hong Kong under the Foreign Domestic Helper Visa, which is a 2-year contract that ties them to their employers regarding their right of stay and restricts their home to their employers. Legally, their minimum wage is 4,630 Hong Kong dollars each month. Many of them work in Hong Kong under these 2-year contracts repeatedly. Crystal, who is 50 years old, has been working as a domestic worker abroad since she was 17 years old, with the last 18 years spent here in Hong Kong. With COVID restrictions, she has not been able to travel back to the Philippines to see her family and continues to live and work under the pressure and challenges of the pandemic. In this videocast, you will hear her story of constant motivation, resilience, joy, and strength. She talks about being a single mother at the age of 17, becoming a Buddhist despite her strict Catholic upbringing, the complexities of remote motherhood, and the importance of learning new skills such as financial literacy and kickboxing. Crystal's story is special. However, we know she is but one of the many domestic workers in Hong Kong who are resilient, active, and empowered. Please enjoy.
For this episode of Together Apart, we are speaking to Crystal. I am Evelyn, and with me is Daisy.
Hi, Crystal.
Hi.
Thank you so much for coming here today and talking to us. Can you start by telling us a little bit about your journey of being a domestic worker?
I started working as when I was just actually in my early 20s, and then been working here in Hong Kong for almost 18 years altogether.
Wow.
And before Hong Kong?
Before Hong Kong, I went to work in Singapore. That was my very early years. I was,
Was that the first time you left the Philippines?
Yeah.
So you first started in Singapore. How long were you there for?
Over 12 years.
Right.
Yeah. I think I spent in Singapore my younger days. I mean, very young then. I was only just 17.
So you've spent about maybe 30 years altogether working abroad as a domestic worker?
About 32 years.
32 years?
Yeah, because my youngest is almost 32. She's 32.
Oh,
right?
wow.
32.
So, what is it? I guess you've been away, like you said, for 32 years. How does it feel to be so far away from home for such a long time?
It wasn't easy though. I mean, but because I started young, and you have no much education anyway. I mean, I didn't really graduate to high school, but I choose to work abroad as an instant way to earn more money, just like an employee, a professional employee compared to Philippines. You earn that much, because that's the only way I can provide for my children, for my 2 kids. During that time I was really a single mom, a struggling mother for two of them. So working abroad is the only solution for me. And there's a lot of struggle, like homesick, constant worry about their safety and everything. But the times goes by, you get used to it, and then you seems to trust the people that take care of them. So yeah, maybe because I also trust the people who take care of them, I stay so long here, working abroad.
Who took care of your kids when you were away?
From baby, my mother-in-law. Yeah, it's my mother-in-law, my parents-in-law, my sister-in-law all help out to take care of them. So it's quite comforting to know that your family is taking care of them. So yeah.
How was it under COVID? During the pandemic, did you find it more difficult to stay in touch with your family, with your children, with your loved ones? Was there anything that was different?
Okay, I mean the contact. I mean, we have all this technology. It's easy to have the contact actually, because we have this Facebook, Messenger, everything. But I mean, it's just like you worry a lot. I mean, how to say that? You are so scared because here in Hong Kong already when we find out about the pandemic, it's very scary, right? I mean, so scary. So you tend to panic that how if the time Philippines is not yet having the virus then only in Hong Kong. So is my concern then is that how if I get infected, because it's not easy for me to just leave my work and go home or resign and everything. It's not that easy. It seems really difficult, because even though I want to leave my work and be with them, with my family, it's not possible. It's not possible because there's so much thing for me that I'm not ready to just leave,
How often do you get to see your family, and was it different during the pandemic for you?
But I mean, during the pandemic, I never have any off day. I never have any holiday then to see them. But before pandemic, I used to go home every 6 months.
Right.
Yeah. I used to sometimes 3 times a year, just to be with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how long have you not seen your children or family in the Philippines now?
It's almost 2 years. Almost 2 years now since pandemic, right?
Yeah.
Because before the pandemic hit, I just had my holiday. It was December. Then after I come back Hong Kong, it was Christmas. Before Christmas, then the pandemic has started in China. Yeah. So that was the time. Since then till now. So I think, yeah.
Do you find it difficult that you have not seen them in 2 years?
Yeah.
How do you keep in touch? How do you feel about not being able to spend time with them these 2 years?
I think these 2 years, I think it was like it's now the difference now before pandemic and now pandemic. During this pandemic is that we have constant more. The time is more communication, more video call. Me and my husband almost every day. I really treasure that, because I don't know, maybe because of what I have experienced from the pandemic the time. And then for my children, it's just when they are free, maybe once or twice a week, but cannot really take too long because they're too busy with their own personal lives. So you can only get some of the time to video call, show me my granddaughter. Yeah, just very quick. So, but that's good enough. I mean, everyone is participating, so it's good. It's great. Yeah.
Do you feel connected to them?
Yeah. a lot more connection now. Yeah, I mean, it's just like more appreciating life after the pandemic. Before pandemic, it's just like life so easy. Yeah, but now it seems like, even for my mother, it's just like, I really spend more time. My mother was like saying, why your other sister like to video call? Why you like to but for you I like it because you really spend money to call, because she really can hear more communication over the long distance call rather than video call. Video call, she say she find is not useful for her because the line is always cutting off. And then the connection is not good, so she doesn't really like that. I said, because I told her that when I want to call you, I really want to spend time to you. I really want to hear what's going on to you. And then she really can talk a lot of things. Then I learned a lot of things from her, and yeah, that's really good.
So Crystal, in one of our first conversations that we've had, you said that you enjoy understanding more about Buddhism and kind of have a different practice than, I guess, what you're used to. So can you tell us a little bit about that interest and how did that begin, and how has it helped you cope with being apart from your family, and how's that been going?
Oh, okay. Buddhism is really something that I would really love to share, because from my experience is something I'm very happy about. It really gives me a different understanding about life. I'm not saying any religion here, but I should know Buddhism is really like it happened. It's just like the action you do, there's always some kind of reflection to it. So the understanding is there. It's there, like I started to have this practice because I was really struggling then. I used to ask, I've been a good daughter, I've been a good mother, I've been a good wife. Why everything is so difficult for me? Why I'm always having this problem, But in Buddhism, when I become a Buddhist, it seems like the problem is, okay, there you go again. Try me, I'm ready. Just get it on, get it over. It's just like you welcome the problem. Because you will overcome it. It's so easy. In my practice is that everything is about action. You don't just pray. Pray without action is nothing. So when we do chanting, it's just like we're connecting to the universe. It sounds funny, but yeah. We believe in the universal law. That kind of thing. So it's very like how to say that, very practical. My practice as a Buddhist, I can also apply it in my daily life. The concept is always share happiness to others. So it's just like instead of feeling like complaining or something, we understand that we shouldn't complain about the weather is so hot. That kind of little things. It's just like we should appreciate things like that. So it is a very practice at home to really have the compassion inside at home.
Sharing happiness is your
it's a goal.
drive.
Yeah.
Right.
Don't you think so?
Yes, I think that's a great drive to have if we can all be that. But can I ask, because it's from the Philippines, the majority of the population are Catholics. So how did you discover this, and was it difficult for you to perhaps did you have to change your religion, or was it how did it happen?
My practice, they call it SGI Hong Kong, Suka Gakkai International. Okay, I didn't find out this from others. I find out from my boss itself. My boss, my lady boss. She's practicing Buddhism. So, at first she did not pressure me, but just continue. Just continue sharing things, letting me read all the magazine, because they have these kind of magazines that every member has to give their personal breakthrough, personal experiences, how they overcome their sickness, relationship, everything you can find in that magazine. So it's not written by someone that is, but it's a real one. I mean, it's a real experience. It's a true story. So by just reading that, it gives me give me a courage to, okay, I will try this. I mean, because I'm the kind of person that always have this question. My family in the Philippines are really rooted to a Catholic religion. That's very obvious, right? And I'm the first one, okay, because my husband now already practicing, my son also is practicing, my daughter also is practicing.
So you mentioned that you have a son and a daughter, and a husband also. They're all in the Philippines, yeah? So how's in the last, I guess, couple of years since you've seen them, how have you felt connected to them apart from, speaking to them? Is there something, do you think the relationship has developed better, especially, I guess, with your daughter, because we've spoken to her before? Can you talk a little bit about your relationship with your daughter and how that's developed in the last, especially the last 2 years, but I guess more general as well,
Yeah. Okay, I think these last 2 years seems really really good for me and my daughter, because she seems to be, when she struggles, she'll remember me, and that's what I told you. When she's struggling, she'll remember me. So we have that kind of connection. If she have a good life, then she's not struggling for relationship or money or anything, then she seems to forget. Right? I mean, this is normal. I mean, I've been young before, so I understand this thing. But I like the connection when she is struggling, and then she remembered to call me. She meant to call me, and then we can discuss so many things. Then we can start to discuss something. So I mean, I like that. I like the idea like that. That she know where to go when she's struggling. This kind of thing. Not only when she's happy. When she's happy, of course, she will also share something to me. But when she's struggling, she needs some advice. Or maybe she needs some money. she will really call me or talk to me, and then the relationship start to blossom from there. Not in a negative way, but I think it's good. For me, I really appreciate that.
Because both of you are working together, even though you're not together physically, but you seem to be working on the same problem. When
she's struggling about her relationship, she also talked to me about that, and then I like it because at least she listened, and then she admitted that she made a mistake before. That guy said, okay, never mind, just forget about it, just move on and do what you're doing now. Because what you have now is the thing that you need to do it right. Don't think about what happened before. Anyway, she's living but I think it is normal for the youngs to be struggling in a relationship, right?
So we have spoken to your daughter, thanks to...
Did she sell me off? Oh my God.
I have a little excerpt where she has kept a message for you.
Oh, really?
So I'm gonna,
I'm going to cry.
No, but
I hope it's good.
You will know. Then you will know. So let me just play this for you. Are you nervous?
Very nervous.
Why?
No, I don't know. Okay, I hope it's good.
Oh yeah. Now I can see you. I saw you better. Thank you. Okay. Ready.
Hi, Nanay. I want to tell you that I love you so much. I am very thankful that you are my mother. Thank you for everything that you did for me and to Kuya, I am very excited to be with you soon, and I do hope that you are always okay and happy. That's all.
That's very good. That's beautiful.
Okay. Great.
Do you need a tissue?
No need. Thanks. Oh my god. Yeah. Oh.
Does she tell you she loves you every day when she speaks to you?
Not very open now, but when they're younger, yes. When they're younger, no. Maybe because she already, grown up, and then with a baby, we always actually our conversation always has to be cut off, especially when her daughter has to get the attention. So you can expect it. No more, Nanay, I love you. No more. But it's okay. I understand. It's good enough that me and her already have a good connection. That's good enough, right? At least we don't fight anymore.
Did you used to fight a lot
Oh,
more?
when she's younger, though.
Mm.
But that's normal. Just like what I said, it's normal because I've been through to it.
Watching this message from your daughter, how does it make you feel?
Emotional, of course, very happy inside, really very happy, because I know though we do fight, I know that we love each other though. The love is there because, yeah, I think it's obvious, or it's really normal to have it. There's no perfect family anyway. Yeah.
Well, I think the fact that you have been away for a really long time, for most of her life, your daughter's life, you've been working here, and would you say to give your family, I guess, a better future, a more fulfilling education for your daughter, that's obviously very important to you, which is, I would say, it's one of the reasons why, right, you want to keep working or have been working for the last 32 years.
It's because of them, for the good future and everything. But this is the second time that she really expressed her gratitude, her love to me. The first one when she graduated on her nursing course. Okay.
Can you tell us a little bit about that day?
That day, she gave me a flower, and she thanked me that she's really very happy, and she really appreciate my struggle and everything, because that time I really take a day off to go home to be with her. So she really appreciate, because her birthday, no birthday has been attended, not even the 18 roses that is it 18 roses? That they had to celebrate a big party. I never have that. I never let her enjoy that because struggling with money and everything. I prefer to go for the tuition, to spend the money for the education instead of party. So the first one when she graduated the nursing school, and then now after the interview, I'm really very happy. And later I will message her. Oh, so this is the surprise. She say, I have a surprise for you. She told me, I have a surprise for you. I said, what was that? Did you sell me off? They said, no. And then, okay.
So do you think, would you say it's worth it to be 32 years away from...
Everything is worth it, Mom. Everything is worth it. Because not only for my children, I give a comfortable life for my parents also. And I think, my father passed away, and he is really, really so proud for my struggle to give them that financial assistance that I can, So I think as long as my parents is happy, my sisters are happy, my children. I see, my children and even my granddaughter, everything is worth it.
And knowing that you have done all this for your parents, for your children, for your family. How does it make you feel?
Me?
How do you see yourself?
I guess it's very simple. A very simple daughter who is trying her best to provide for a family. It's just, I'm just really happy to be.
Are you proud of yourself?
Of course, I'm very proud just for myself. I won't tell anyone I'm very proud. I just give it for myself. Yeah, I'm proud of myself.
And have you felt that there are other friends in Hong Kong that are in similar positions, maybe providing for their family, or who have been in Hong Kong for many years as well?
Yeah.
Have you sort of had similar experiences? Connections, with your friends that are in similar situations, or how do you feel? Do you think your many foreign domestic helpers in Hong Kong are like you as well, or what are your sort of closer friendships like?
I think it's that majority of us majority is really almost the same as my experience. Is that really working so hard for the family to give them a better future for the children. Provide for a good education, build a nice house and everything, even my cousins, I can relate to them because they are also struggling just to provide for the family. I don't know anyone who come here to work just for pleasure. Right? And anyone who I meet, because we have that kind of connection, ask me this and ask me that, so I can relate and I can share. And also I share these last 3 years the financial education that I learned from Enrich and from other organizations, that it really helps. Learning financial literacy, it really helps me to empower myself, to learn how to say no, learn how to say no to my kids. Sometimes they will ask you for something that is not necessary to be spent, so you can actually look at the situation. Is it really needs to be spent or not? But not knowing about financial literacy, you can just easily give. You don't really care if you are struggling, if you borrow money, because if you borrow money or you have no money, you will find a way to give that to them, without even understanding the consequences. So, learning financial literacy is really a big help. There's a way for you to understand the needs and the wants. And that really helps me though, really a lot. Can you imagine? I was really struggling then, and then after 3 years I overcome. I even have my own business. I learned how to invest, save, that kind of things. I would never picture myself to be in that situation, because everything is sent home.
So as a final question, I want to ask you what you think about the position of the Philippines, your home country. The fact that a lot of women like yourself leave the country to work abroad in order to save money and send money home to care for the parents, care for the children, care for the family. What do you think about the cost to you as an individual, the cost to you as a family, and the cost to the country? What are your thoughts on that?
Actually, not much I can say, but if we can, if there's a way to avoid sending like me abroad, instead of staying in Philippines to work there and be with the family, I think it's better. But because of the lack of understanding of financial literacy, I think that's very important, because it never teach at school. Never teach at school, so you won't know. you won't know how to, no savings, no nothing. I mean, at the early age, you're broke, something like that. But I think if there's some like organization or maybe institution to really help women like me to be able, how to say that, just like, you know, like here in Hong Kong, that they can help to empower some, you know, women to be able to, you know, to work there. I don't know, but no, I think my say was that really just have to be financially knowledgeable. And then maybe we can just really, because I don't really agree. In my experience, if I have tried, I won't leave Philippines, and you know.
Would you want your daughter to leave?
No, I never.
Why is that?
Of course, I mean, that's why I choose to work abroad, because I never want them to be, even though they have to go to work abroad as a nurse or whatever from their first career. I don't want that, because working abroad is really very, very difficult. I'm more like a strong individual, but for my daughter, I think no.
But you left the Philippines when you were about how old?
17.
Well, that's...
Because, you know, that's different, because I was then a single mother. And there's no way out. I want to live the life that I have started. I regret the life that I started. So you want to break free. And the only way is to go abroad. At the same time, support your family, support your children. So, yeah. I will never let them go abroad. Unless they really want. But no, I won't. If you ask me, I won't.
Maybe tell us a little bit about how, you know, how you make use of your time in Hong Kong while being away from your family. You talked about attending many classes.
Yeah.
You know, what would you like to achieve in your time here, apart from working?
Okay. Okay. I'm always no. There's something I'm so curious about, because is to empower myself. Like you know, I didn't graduate it. I have no high education or no something like that. But I always wanted to study, like but you know, when you want to study, carry on some, how to say that, like if you are a teacher, you can carry on studying here, something like that. But I cannot do that. So because I have no continue how to say that,
Diploma?
Yeah, something like that. But then I discovered that there's many actually free education that accessible for migrant workers, and that I think most of them I have registered. That I even registered to a 6 month 6 months course of entrepreneurship. Yeah, because you just want to equip yourself, you know, to go home and then understanding how to set up a business and everything. So I think that kind of learning that you provide is very good. Yeah.
You also did, as far as I know, you also did kickboxing.
Yeah. Kickboxing. Oh, that's because, you know, when you're growing old, you know, it's because, you know, it's just like to also enhance your physical health. I'm almost 50 and I'm struggling with my osteoarthritis. And then, you know, like going up the stairs very hard, going down the stairs very hard. Mobility, that kind of action is not that easy if you are suffering from osteoarthritis. And kickboxing really give me the chance to be more flexible. and I'm very, I enjoy it. We did it for about 18 months. Yeah,
really
for 18 months, and still we want it, but we have no chance. So it's good, but very happy for the outcome.
There's a lot that you're doing that comes back to you wanting to be better, wanting to continue being a valuable person, not just to your family, but to society.
Society, yes.
So you are fulfilling your family's satisfaction, but you're also fulfilling yourself, to be a, I guess, empowered person. You're constantly doing things to keep enriching your skills.
Yeah, because I just find that what I'm doing right now here, what I learned here in Hong Kong, when I go back home, I can also share it. Like financial literacy, even the kickboxing. Hey, I can try that, They like to do Zumba. I cannot do Zumba because some pressure to the knees. Yoga, I cannot make it. But kickboxing, yeah, I can. Really.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Crystal, for sharing your story, which we find very, very inspiring and very empowering. And we hope to share that with more people.
Thank you
so
for
much.
giving me the chance. Yeah,
of course.
I hope that I really, really help. Not all, not many, really can see our worth. Honestly, not many. But yeah.
Well, we see your worth. You see your worth.
Yeah.
Great.
Thank you.